Well, hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Welcome from your friendly neighborhood gaming store, aka my brother's house. My brother and sister in law are lovely fans of all things board games. So you'll see I have a brand new background. It's all new. I'm in a whole new place. We're doing new stuff today. It's all gonna be good. I'm glad you're here. Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton with Acting Creative, and this is Live at the Loom. We do this little online party every Thursday, and boy, I look forward to it. That is for sure. So, everyone, please give a warm welcome to Lori, our friendly gatekeeper, who is watching over us from behind the scenes. We love that. I saw all kinds of fun conversations and people in the chat already this morning. So let me give some hellos here. Hello, Sherry and Carol and Ghislaine. Is how you say it? I've seen your name so many times, darling, and I just don't know how to say it. Ellen is here, and Priscilla, and Connie is here. Did I see that Christy Lofton is in the house? We love that. Deb is here. Hello, Gemma. Jennifer Fowler. Ernie's in Kentucky. Hello, Ernie from Kentucky. We love that. Let's see, who else am I missing? I'm missing all kinds of people here. Yep, here we go. She said her schedule changed and now Thursdays are off. We're so happy to hear that, Christy. That is awesome. We always miss you when you're not here. Hello, Mike Knoll. Look at this friendly crowd. Carrie says my looms are still empty. I'm determined to make my shirt from the yardage I had completed. I've made a mock-up and waiting for a friend. To visually check the fit during breakfast tomorrow. How fun! Okay, I think that's awesome. The that you're actually like making like fitted clothing. That's amazing, Carrie. Thank you for sharing that. That is fantastic. By the way, I heard what did I read back here? A couple of you writing books. That's so cool. We would definitely. Here we go. Jennifer Fowler says, working on a home manual for family and friends. Is the plan for it is to never have an ending. Okay, so is it Jennifer will it be like online or it's just never done? What are you imagining, my friend? I would think you would have some amazing tips and tricks for about home manual for family and friends. I like that idea. That sounds wonderful. See, let's see what else. Okay, Carol says she raced it from the barns, still covered in hay bits. Priorities, right? You're here, and you know that's the beauty of a virtual exchange like this is that we can't see your hay bits. We can't. No. We can't see any of that. Yep. Jennifer says she has the same thing on the loom, material for a skirt. That's so exciting. Okay, that would be so fun. I think it would be great to have some kind of like a little offshoot of weavers that really do want to make like clothing. I think that would be amazing. What do you guys think about that? That would be just thinking out loud, just spitballing here, just Carol says we have a board game cabinet too. I've never seen those. Lots of role-playing games. Yes, I would guess. I don't even know. By the way, you should know that whatever you see behind me, there's as many, if not more, on the other wall too. They love some board games, which is awesome. They're always like, "Come play," and I'm like, "No, thanks. I'm good. I could do some stuff." They're so happy when they find a game that they think that I'll really, really love. So I'd say yes, they love some games. Sue Ann is here from rainy Seattle. Cindy is here from Prince Edward Island. Hello, you beautiful people. Let's see. Um, is it? Did you say it? Ghislaine? Ghislaine? You correct me, my friend. No, I have good intentions. She says it's a tricky French name. My first live. Woohoo! Unfortunately, I had a fire at work and now I'm unemployed, but lots of time for fiber fun. Okay, wow, that's a lot of ups and downs right there. Oh no, unemployment not great. Fiber fun, great. That's kind of a roller coaster right there, isn't it? Ernie's still in Kentucky, leaving soon back to go home. We love that. We always like to find out where in the world Ernie DeVries is. Hello, Tartan. I forget how this goes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Tartan Taz. There we go. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Dawn Miller is here. Uh-huh. Let's see. Look at the Connie says, or let's see. Carrie says the skirt is a clone of an old favorite with a kick pleat. Oh, kick pleat! I love those. Good old YouTube videos. The experience was easier than I feared. Mad at myself for procrastinating. Uh huh. My name is Tartan, then Taz. Thank you. I like that. Thank you for clarifying. You guys always correct me, please. From Scotland. By the way, as we're talking about sewing stuff, I have to, I have to laugh because you know that I don't sew. No, I understand the basics, but for the most part, I don't sew. But my friend Steph, a couple of years ago, got me this adorable bag. Look at this. It's like one of the old. Can you see it? There we go. It's like one of the old simplicity patterns. Look at that. This makes me think Jennifer Fowler's. It's like one of the dresses that you would make, like that kind of vintagey kind of. Anyways, I use it all the time. I use it all the time. Do I sew? No. Do I like a vintagey sewing pattern? Heck yes, for sure. No problem with that. By the way, you'll notice new place, new mug, the whole thing. My brother's favorite color is orange, so we have some kind of I think it's a St. Louis mug to go with. So there's more orange at his house than a lot of other people's house because he loves some orange. So all the little tidbits you're learning about my family while we hang out for today. Yes, hello, Emily. I'm so glad to see you. Let's see. Look at all the pretty faces here. Let's see. We're still trying to sort out how to pronounce. Is it Ghislaine? Is that how you say it? Linka's on. Hello, Linka. Welcome, my friend. Welcome back, I should say, right? Okay. Carol says I made a dress in that pattern for my size 2 sister. Petticoat and all. It's adorable on her. Ah, see how fun. It's a really pretty pattern for sure. Yeah. I like it. Yeah, tangerine orange. Orange. What's this, Lori? Orange is big in the Netherlands. Really? Forgive my ignorance. Why would it be big in Netherlands? You can inform us. I learn something new from you guys every single day. That is for sure. Oh, see, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Ghislaine, as I say it, Ghislaine. I think it's close. Fun fact, Lane in my name is a French word for yarn. Oh, get out, it's destiny. That is awesome. Oh, Guy, like Ghislaine, is that how you say it? Oh, I can remember that. Thank you, Carol. She's Guy, like clarified butter. I do know some Guy. There we go. That's fun. This is going to be the whole how to pronounce Ghislaine's name. There we go. We'll work on it, my friend. Hello, Nita Taylor. Love that. Lori says the House of Orange, the king here. Oh, okay. On the second. Wow. Oh, see, you guys all know this. This is awesome. Pronounced Guylaine. Is it Len? Guylaine with the stress on second syllable. This is a whole watch Chris fumble over lovely names. That's yes. Okay, friends. So here is part of the challenge for today is that I don't really have any weaving stuff with me. I brought my table loom because, bring a loom with you, right? Totally understandable. I thought this is great. And then I realized that I have my October Weave Along project on there and you can't see it yet. So I was like, okay, scratch that. I have no weaving stuff here with me. So we're going to wing it today. We'll see how it goes. We'll just catch up for a while and then we'll do a little round of Ask Chris Anything, and then we'll carry on with our wonderful lives. Carol says, "Bring a loom, right?" I did bring a loom. I did. It's just not one you can see at the moment. But I want you to know that I am working diligently for lots of great plans for the October Weave Along. It is going to be a heck of a lot of fun this time around. If you guys haven't done a Weave Along with us before, you are in for a treat. I'm very excited. There's all kinds of good stuff in the works, but you have to sit tight for a few more weeks. Believe me, it'll be here before you know it. That is for sure. Does everyone know the Weave Along? Is anyone new to the idea of an Acting Creative Weave Along? Put in the comments there. Put in the comments and we'll see if anyone needs me to fill in the blanks. Linka says, my French is helpful after 18 years and living in West Africa for 3. Linka, that was very helpful. Thank you so much. That was awesome. Yes. You guys are, I have no fears when I come on because I know that if I'm doing it wrong, someone will correct me, and that's great. That's great. Dawn says we'll have to get you on original heddle loom weaving, very portable, or get yourself an Inca loom. Dawn, I actually did bring a loom. That's it's sitting right there. I do have a loom with me. You just can't see it. I don't mean to be a tease, but it was so funny. As I was putting it in the car, I was like, oh, that's not going to help me for live with the loom because So I would just need to bring 2 looms with me, one that we can talk about and one that I'm actually getting stuff done. I have deadlines, friends. Ernie says the royal family in the Netherlands is from the House of Orange. When the national soccer team does well, cities are ablaze in orange. Oh, with a J. Ooh, very slick. I like that. I don't mind orange. I am not, I have other colors I don't love. But yeah. Tartan says, I have my 4-shaft loom now for the weave along. Woohoo! Hopefully it'll be free be available. Yep, absolutely. We have faith in you, Tartan. No problem. Claudine, I have sound but no visual. Uh-oh. Claudine, is there, do you need to go out and come back in, my friend? Oh, the tech stuff. I am enjoying the holiday. Yes, thank you so much. It's been lovely. My brother and his family and some other family members all went to a concert Tuesday. We saw the band Imagine Dragons, if you know them. They were fantastic. If you know them and love them, I highly recommend seeing them live. We didn't sit down for well over an hour and a half. It was very good. Yeah. Gemma's giving more information. Good. The House of Orange, but Queen Beatrice was born in Canada. Oh, they had to set up a political asylum in the hospital that she kept her royal title. Ooh, this sounds, some of that, the royal stuff always seems, it's like a soap opera, right? All the drama. Yeah. Christy says, to the Facebook group, thank you for all the great ideas on warping with frequent color changes. Much appreciated. Aw, Christy, that's so nice. By the way, I'm glad she mentioned that because just in case you're new and still getting all the lay of the land, we have a Facebook group. Sure enough, we do right there. The Acting Creative Community. And believe me, it is just about the best darn community in town. Let me just tell you, they are the coolest. It is really, I have been so kind of wowed by the way the group has grown and supports everybody. It's just really, really lovely. So if you are a Facebook person and you are looking for like-minded weaving wonders, come join us. You don't have to be, brilliant. There's no like qualifications. You have to answer some questions. Let me clarify. Let me just not be vague. You have to answer some questions to come in because we do want to be a weaving community. However, once you get in, you don't have to, you can be a beginning weaver, you can be an experienced weaver. We just want, nice, sweet, kind. That's what, are you a nice weaver? Are you a good weaver or a bad weaver? I don't know. It's yeah. We'll take just come on over. Just I'm off on a tangent, friends. Let me get back on track. So, let's see. Oh, Sam is here. That is fantastic. We're always so happy to have Sam around. Yes. Oh, Dawn says the birth of Queen Beatrice in Canada then led to the start of the annual Tulip Festival in Ottawa. I love me some tulips. That's for sure. We have, I'm not too far from Holland, Michigan, and we went not too long ago. It was past tulip season, but still we got to learn a lot about tulips and the Dutch and all that good stuff. Mike says, I'm moving in October. So I'll most likely be unable to participate in the weave along this go around. My mom very subtly requested some new towels. Aw, don't you love moms? Mine's not usually so subtle. She's like, here's what I'd like. Okay, great. Which I appreciate. Yes. Yeah. Mike, no worries. I hope that you can still be part of the community because we value your input, but I totally understand that can be a lot if you're moving. That's, yes. Yeah, Connie says, subtly. Yes. So just in case, let's circle back really quick. For the weave alongs, we do one in October, we do one in April, and it is a month-long weaving adventure. Oh, look at the balloons. Oh, see, I actually did the little two thing. I did the little peace sign. I don't know how to turn that off. That's yes. I know Carol kept trying to help me, and I feel like I keep pushing buttons and it's not working. So we'll roll with it. We'll yeah. We do a weave along in April and then one in October, and they are a month-long weaving adventure where we have just 2 guidelines. We all start and finish a project in that month, and we all do the same pattern. That is the fun and the joy of an acting creative weave along. So what is this? Carrie says I'm a bad weaver. You are not. I rarely make a finished product because I love the process and techniques of weaving. What? Okay, we're keeping you. You just there's no real bad weavers. I was just being silly. Let's see. Lori says dried orange peel in a jar, half filled with vinegar. Water keeps flies and pigeons away. Great household cleaner. Wait, I missed the lead up to this. that seems yes, that seems like good advice for something I didn't quite catch all of that. I'm sorry, friends. That is part of the trick, isn't it? Okay, so tell me how your projects are going. What is happening on your loom? You've already heard that the table loom has the top secret October Weave Along project on it. The floor loom, as you've seen from last week and a couple weeks now, has the blue and white towel project on it, which I will say I've made very little progress on, but that's okay. It's still waiting there for me to return and to lovingly pick up my shuttles and go to town. So let me know, what is on your loom? How are things going in your kind of weaving corner of the world? I'm gonna take another swig here. The balloons were better than fireworks showing up at an online funeral. Yes. Yes, I think if we're comparing things, you're exactly right, Carol. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Emily says she continues to thread her 800 ends. That is a lot. Emily, will you remind me what kind of project, what pattern are you working with? What's the plan there? Carol says I'm almost done with this month's tartan samples. Woo! Which will then be shipped off with all the other samples to Bonnie, Scotland. Okay, if for whatever reason, if you guys missed the studio tour with Carol, she talks all about how, Carol's a tartan girl through and through. So she talks a little bit about the process of having a tartan it's not certified. What's the word, Carol? Help me. When it's like official? What's the word for that? It's really fascinating. You can go back and watch the studio tour with Carol because she does some cool stuff. That girl, Carol, we love that. Let's see. Gemma says, empty loom at the moment. Was planning on getting something on the loom, then got sick. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. Sometimes that happens, right? That's not always what we wish for, but okay, I have to practice. Gillen, my loom has me trying to get used to pink project, but I'm loving the twill. Okay. Oh, I remember seeing this in the Facebook group. Yes, that was. You know what? I gotta say, I'm with you. I don't love pink, but your color combination you picked was really, really lovely. So, brava to you. Let's see. Jennifer says my looms have projects just waiting for my return. I have the garden planting going. Yes, tons of doctor appointments going, all the checkups and follow-ups. Yes, I hope that your lovely husband is doing better, my friend. We've been thinking about you for sure. And the gardening, of course. This is like prime harvesting season, isn't it? Connie says I'm nearly done with a towel and a runner. Woohoo! August is waiting for a new warp. I cannot weave on Matilda. Norm has my shuttle. Oh, say hi to Norm for us. We love Norm. I requested a long shuttle and he's coping. He's doing something with the one I have. He's like adjusting it. Is that but you're nearly done with a towel and a runner? That sounds like a good day to me, Connie. That's awesome. Ellen, ready to put on the warp for a shawl. Love that. Ellen, I'm guessing you're doing more than one shawl. Do you put on enough for 3 or 4? How does that work? Hello, Suzanne. Just finished threading the heddles last night with 480 threads. The hubby helped me. Ah, thank goodness for the hubbies. That is for sure. Sam says I have completed the full length I need for my wearable project. Now, playing with different colors with the remaining warp. 724 ends. Boy, you guys have picked some of these. These are serious projects. 800 ends, 724 ends. That's amazing. Very, very, very cool. Cindy says, I need advice. Great. We need things to talk about. I have a 20-inch table loom and I've been making just 2 towels at a time. But I wonder, can a smaller look like that hold more warp than just a smaller loom? I'm guessing that's what you meant. Hold more than just 2 towels. That's a great question, Cindy. Okay, so here's what I found with my table loom, because mine is a 15-inch, so mine's smaller than yours, is that the only real restriction is the pardon me, I got things floating in my eyebrows. Is the distance between the like the back beam and the cloth beam to the table. That's what I found, is that you can wrap things around, you can go and go and go, but you may end up with some, like, you only have so many inches between the beam and the table. That's been my only real restriction. I have put on my table loom, gosh, I have put on, I don't know, I can do 6-8 yards on there, I would guess. It's more than you think. It's more than you think, Cindy. But that's a good question. What have you guys found? What is your kind of cap for a table loom for what you can put on there? Thank you for bringing that up. Dawn says, floor loom Sheila, I love that, is waiting for me to tie on a project, and my table loom, still unnamed, that's okay, is about half threaded with the next project. Naked, rigid heddle. Sometimes it happens. Oh, the drama. naked looms. Oh, I like Sheila, though. That's fun. That's fun. Let's see. Donna says, still plugging away on the overshot for the last 2 medieval capes. Small threading error, but really doubt the guys will ever notice. Okay, Donna, I love that you said it that way, though, because there's one of those things that that I like to remind, especially people that are just starting out. No one else weaves. It's us. We are the weavers. I mean, there's some other weavers out there. Of course there are. But the majority of people that are going to get your beautifully hand-woven things are never going to know. They're never going to know if there's a small threading error, or that the tension was a little wonky in the middle, or whatever. They're never going to know. So you have my full blessing. Please carry on. You're doing a great job. Just keep weaving. Gemma says, pink is also a thing of my bane. Oh, but the planes look great. Okay, I feel like that's kind of in code there, Gemma. Was that? Anne says, I've started my second run of weaving for Christmas cards. I'm going to order an inkle loom for Christmas. Okay, Anne, when you make Christmas cards, do you have like a small sample that's framed in a card? Is that how you do it? I'm going to order an inkle loom for Christmas. That's exciting. By the way, I'm glad you brought this up, Anne, because I was in Wisconsin, when we went to the lake a couple weekends ago. And there was an art fair that weekend, which, twist my arm, please let me go to the art fair. And I met a lovely weaver there. She was delightful, but I thought she was so smart. She had like swatches that were like, say, 5x7 maybe, and she had framed them. And they were just like these sweet little, like a little moment in time that you could like hang, on a wall in the kitchen, in the living room, in a bedroom, whatever. But they were beautiful. Just these little, like she just took a little swatch and she framed it. So smart, because I think that's one of the challenges, is that how do you, weaving is a longer, more involved process, and you absolutely should be charging what you're worth. Absolutely. However, if you want to have items that are a different ticket price, a lower ticket item, how do you maneuver that? Anyways, I thought it was brilliant. If you see her, tell her good job. Let's see. Emily said, I'm working on an 8-shaft advancing point pattern for a fall cape. Woo, maybe next fall. We didn't clarify which fall, Emily. It's all good. An 8-shaft advancing point pattern. That sounds beautiful. Okay, so what kind of yarn are you working with? This is a really fine yarn, so it has a good drape. Emily, let us know more about the materials you chose for that. It sounds beautiful. Jennifer, planting a fall garden. 7 beds left to plant, then the greenhouse. Jennifer, I think we need to figure out how to clone you, my darling, just so that you have enough energy to go around. That's crazy. Mike says, I'm halfway done with my threading. With threading my modified box of chocolates towel pattern. We know this. Shout out to the amazing Michelle Marshall and her box of chocolates towel pattern. How is it going, Mike? Are you enjoying it? It's a beautiful pattern. It's really lovely. If you guys don't know Michelle Marshall, she is kind of I consider her kind of the rigid heddle guru. She's very good at it, and she's taught some classes through Cotton Clouds and other places, and she does a lot of patterns for Little Looms, right? Isn't that the magazine that's for it does quite a bit of rigid heddle stuff? Mm-hmm. Ellen says, just one this time. It's a short warp. Ellen, does that make you itchy? Does that make you, do you get all a little weirded out because you only have just enough for one? When I talk to Ellen, she's always like, oh yeah, I put on how many yards and I'm doing 3 or 4 of, yeah. Lori says, my 2 looms are in the works. Woo! Putting together a shacked winding station. Brilliant. Brilliant. I say whatever tool makes you want to weave more, that's a good tool. Absolutely. Nina Taylor says, no weaving for me until quilts are ready for the quilt show in early September. Nina, I didn't realize you were a quilter. I'm sorry if you told me that earlier, but I always figure that in the world of all the crafts, that even though like crochet and knit also use yarn, I always feel like we're the most akin to quilters. That's my personal opinion. Because the process the quilters go through, the math, like all the stuff. I always feel like quilters and weavers were pretty close. So good luck with the quilt show. I know that's a huge undertaking. Huge undertaking. I have friends that are quilters and they talk about what all goes into it. It's a lot. Sue Ann, my baby wolf is patiently waiting for yarn to arrive so we can dress her for holiday towels. How lovely. I have been using this time to even out heddles on the shafts and organize a bit. Aren't you just fantastic? I love that. Waiting on yarn. So been organizing heddles, shafts. Sue Ann, I need some lessons from you. That's what I need. That is lovely. Yeah. Linka, you are not inadequate, darling. I am just trying a new warp of dish towels onto my last warp so I can do another like 10 yards of them. Wonderful. That's fantastic. Oh, friends, there's no judgment here. No, don't you worry. What is this? Some for sale. Some was a wedding gift for my cousin at the end of September. You're doing great. No. That is never the intention. All are welcome, no matter where you are, no matter what's going on. That's all right. Sam says, can a table loom sit on a few books for more clearance? You could. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Thank you, Sam. This is a good question. Back to the comment about how much can you put on a table loom? Because as you can imagine, you wind all the yarn on the back, which is fine. That might make the clearance, but as you are making the fabric and you roll to the front, that's going to be thicker and take up more space. You absolutely could lift up the table loom. You just have to have I'm guessing most are similar to mine. It has the 4 points. You just have to make sure they're kind of up. They're all up evenly enough. I don't know. You guys are creative. You can figure that out. Yes, you can prop up the table loom so that you can eke out more yards of beautiful fabric. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Linka says that she can get everything done in time. I hope to make myself a shawl to wear to the wedding. But if not, there's a backup. It's in Sonoma. Ooh, over in California there? That sounds lovely. Priscilla, hello, my friend. Darling still has waffle weaves towels with very little progress. Okay, measuring the work for a fall towel set to put on Derby. And Priscilla just started school, so we know you're busy. She's got 2 little ones too, so she's got a few things happening. Let's see. Connie says you can probably put more warp on and then cut off the towels as you finish, so you don't get crowded between the breast beam and the cloth beam. You could. Yes, you could cut them off. I think you lose. I don't know. I don't typically cut things off in between, but I've never had that problem before. So I think the challenge is when you cut things off, you lose inches every time. So that would be up to you if it's worth. Yeah, that'd be up to you, darling. Let's see. Carol says, taking you all with me to the basement as the freeze dryer has decided to be finished, so I have food to package. Oh man, Carol, I feel like things are exciting there on the prairie with you. That's yes. Thank you, Lori. Lori's always my good reminder to everyone, hit the like button, spread the word. So happy to have everybody here. Gemma says, I've hated pink since I was a kid. I'm a girly girl, but hate pink. Oh, interesting. My mom never put me on pink either, so pink is the bane of my existence. Gotcha. Do you know what's so funny is that I don't love pink. That has not always been the case. Case in point, let me think about this. This would have been, I was at a camp. This was a Governor School for the Arts camp, and we all did like a final recital. I was there for flute. That was my art of choice. And for the final recital there, I had my grandma made me the dress. Yeah, I don't think it was mom. I think it was grandma made me a dress that was a pink taffeta, and it is light pink. It is the whole kit and caboodle. I was like, oh, what was I thinking? Clearly, I had different tastes when it came to color when I was 16. That was, yeah, yeah. And since I sewed the weaving together to make Christmas decorations to put on the front of cars. How sweet. You guys are so creative. I love that idea. Okay, so Emily says she has 8-2 for the cape. I don't know what I'm doing, but I thought, hey, it's pretty, and I made a few towels to pick the hardest thing I can grasp. Emily, you're in great company. We have plenty of people that will just say, oh, just try the darn thing. Just, here's what I found. You learn much more from your mistakes. Maybe not much more, but I think you learn, it sticks with you more when you make a mistake than when things all go smoothly. So some of those projects that are kind of a hot mess, it's still worth it because, oh, look at that. I didn't put my thumb up. It's always entertaining. So bottom line, Emily, you're in good company. We will cheer you on as you do all the hardest things. Mike says, I love it now that I'm dressing back to front. I can see everything now that I've bellied up to the loom. Mike, that's wonderful. Yay. Let's see. Connie says, not a pink person either, but my youngest granddaughter, 11, thinks I am, so she keeps giving me pink stuff. I'm learning to like it in moderation. I can appreciate that. Yes. If I had a granddaughter giving me stuff, it wouldn't matter what color it was. Yes. Gemma says, shows I grew up in the hippie era, all those crazy colors, and I loved overalls. Have you noticed that overalls are making a comeback now, which is crazy? Yeah. I'll admit, I do have a pair for gardening. I have gardening overalls. The transformation is complete, friends. Chris at the homestead. That's, yes. Lori says, I noticed that I'm front to back on table looms and back to front on the Oxa bag. Nice. That's so clever to have it per loom, whatever's easier for you. Cindy quilts too. See, I love all the quilters. You guys, I think that's amazing. Gemma says her placemat didn't shrink, so I guess let me dish towels. Oh, see, been there. Yeah. Let's see. Lots of pink. Let's see. Ernie says purple is my late wife's thing, so it's disappointing when granddaughter number was a pink girl and granddaughter 2 was into purple. Love them both. See, that's lovely. All right. Okay. So, thank you for all of the wonderful. Oh, Jody's here, popping in so late. You're fine. Workers are digging up the yard for new electric lines. Oh, thank you to the workers there. Okay. All right, you guys. Here is my thought. Why don't we do kind of, so we have a few minutes left. Why don't we do kind of a quick round of Ask Me Anything? I think that any kind of weaving questions, any kind of things that have come up, things that you're curious about, lay it on me. We're doing great. We've already filled a half an hour. We can actually just hang out for as long as we need. That's no problem. But let me know if you have questions. I'm here for you. Sue Ann says, for the holidays, instead of cards, I weave small guest holiday towels. Oh, I love that. Give 2 to 3 to the family on Thanksgiving for them to enjoy during the holiday season. You guys are the most thoughtful people. That's amazing. Gemma says the dish towels from the April weave along shrank like crazy. Yep. I believe that. Boy, that undulating twill, that is going to shrink. You sassy girl, you. What is the airspeed of a European swallow? 60 miles an hour. I have no idea. I'm going to make stuff up if you're going to ask this question. That's awesome. That's fantastic, though, Carol. You're cheeky. I appreciate that. Oh, Priscilla. This is a good one. How did I get into weaving? Here's how the story goes, Priscilla. Let me take a drink really quick. So I always grew up being a crafty person. My grandma was a home ec teacher. And then there was an aunt in the family that owned a craft store. I mean, it was a whole So growing up, I would never say we were poor, but we weren't rich either. So it was a big deal. We always made Christmas presents, we made birthday presents, all that kind of stuff. So mom was very good at the sewing machine, and we just made stuff. Like, it was no big deal for us to be gluing on some googly eyes onto something. I remember one Christmas for we made these octopi, because there was plural. We made these octopi where you took like, that good old like Red Heart acrylic from it wouldn't have been a Joann's or a Hobby Lobby at the time. Probably was a Ben Franklin. That's what it was. For the Midwesterners, it was a Ben Franklin. Do you remember this store? Love Ben Franklin. They always had this like funny little smell. Anyways, so back to the octopi. So you took a styrofoam ball and you wrapped the yarn, or so it completely covered the ball, and then you braided all the legs. The braiding was the best part. And you had it so the top, you cut it so it had like a little like a mohawk kind of thing, and then you glued the eye. Anyways, to this day, one of my favorite gifts that we made for everybody for Christmas. So we always grew up doing that. And I had tried a lot of different things along the way, and nothing really stuck. But I always loved to, anything kind of creative, I was all game for. So fast forward a million years, I'm in the corporate world. The job is fine. The job is fine. It wasn't sucking the life out of me. Wow. Pardon me. Drink. The job wasn't the devil, but it wasn't satisfying either. So I was looking around and I was like, okay, I think it's time to get out of my funk and take a class. So I briefly entertained the idea of maybe going back to school for an MFA, but quickly realized that wasn't really going to be a good fit for me either. But what happened was, as I looked at these Masters of Fine Arts programs, what do they have all in common? You all had to take a weaving class. I'm like, hey, let me try a weaving class. I took a weaving class, and it was love at first sight. And fast forward almost 19 years later, and here we are. And thank goodness for all of that. It was a heck of a journey to get here. That's a great question, Priscilla. Thank you. Let's see. Ooh, Sherry says, was your favorite pattern to weave? Ooh, Sherry. How much time do we have? First of all, let me say this. If you told me I could only do plain weave for the rest of my life, I would still be a very happy girl. I love some plain weave. There is something so simple and lovely about it. And you know me, I am a color and texture person. So plain weave, honestly, I could go and go. However, I really kind of love some rep weave, and I haven't talked about rep weave in a while. It may be time to bring that into the rotation, because I think there's something really geometric. It's the combination of it's like a perfect storm, because it has the texture from the ridges in the fabric. It's got the colors and the cool geometry. There's something about rep weave that I really enjoy. However, I've hardly ever met a pattern I didn't like. How is that for a non-answer? I will say I didn't love crackle when I tried it. That's one of the few that I thought, because I kept trying to turn crackle into overshot, which I like overshot, but it was, yeah, good question, Sherry. Thank you. That's a good one. I like that one. Let's see. Hello, Leslie. Hello from Scotland. I love all our international friends. How are you? Let's see, what else? I missed the thing about the coconut, you guys. What Carol says our last one shut down last year. You had one until last year, Carol? Oh, I haven't seen a Ben Franklin in a million years. There we go. Jennifer Fowler says I miss Woolworth and Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin was this like mashup of like craft store and general store. So you had like candy at the front, but you had yarn and plastic canvas, and that it was fantastic. It was awesome. Yeah. Oh, really? See, Linka said she just lost her last Ben Franklin a couple years ago. We used to go there for penny candy. Totally. Yeah. Okay. Sue Ann, no way. There's still a Ben Franklin here in Seattle. All arts and crafts now, different from the Ben Franklin I knew as growing up in Chicago, which had everything. Okay, Sue Ann, one day I'm coming out to Seattle. I'm going to come see you, and we're going to the Ben Franklin. That is a date. Yes. Sue Ann says I probably got my first lipstick there. Nice. Right? It had everything. Yeah. Gemma says, my mom was really artistic, always got us doing crafts. And because my birthday is close to Christmas, making Christmas decorations at my birthday parties. How wonderful. That's fantastic. I love those kind of stories. Mm-hmm. Carrie says, I'm going to play with Crackle next month. Carrie, I bet you'll love it. I know you're really a pattern girl. So I bet you will really enjoy it. It was not my jam. At least I've only tried it once. I would absolutely give it another try, however. And even then, let me be clear, a weaving pattern that I don't exactly love is still better than doing anything else on any other day. Do you know what I mean? Like in the scale of things I'm enjoying, even a pattern that's not my favorite I'm still weaving. That's all good. It's all good. Mm-hmm. Wait, Ernie said, I learned that Leslie and Leslie are masculine and feminine forms of the same name, but I can't remember which is which. Ooh, you got me there, my friend. I didn't even know that. There we go. Carol says Monty Python and Acting Creative, Coconuts and Swallows, the Holy Grail. Okay, I'm totally whiffing. Here, Carol. I'm sorry. I am not cool enough to know. I know Monty Python. I know the always look on the bright side of life. That's all I got. That's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Connie says, I think my favorite weave is bird's eye. Oh, nice. That's a good one, Connie. I like that. Let's see. Sue Ann said it'd be fun to have a field trip to Ben Franklin, but I have to say, not great yarn there for either weaving or crochet. Lots of acrylic. I go for fabric, notions, and other craft things. I understand. We'd have to have parameters for what we're expecting. I understand. Dawn says, gotta run. Okay, on vacation next week. Not sure if I'll make it. Cindy E., we're heading your way. Woo! Can you believe my husband has never been on the ferry? Well, I can believe that. I've never been on a ferry. Dawn, you'll have to let us know how vacation goes. Okay, let's talk about, yeah. I have once upon a time. I write. She says, I tell my role-playing brother to have him take me to a chair and watch that. Okay, so yes, in high school, the all the friends around me that were boys were all way into Holy Grail and all that, and I may have kind of blocked it out because yeah. Yeah, see, Link is in on it too. British humor. Okay, all right. I'll try to get some education there on British humor. That's good. Okay, yes. Thank you, Lori. Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Let me put this right here. Next week, friends. Oh, you guys, it's going to be so good. Next week, I have a panel of weavers. They're going to talk about weaving with chronic pain and physical limitations. And this is going to be such a great topic because, you know, for the most part, our little posse of weavers here, you know, most of us aren't 25. If you are, that's fantastic. That is wonderful. We're so happy that your knees don't hurt. However, most of us are not in that age bracket. Most of us are, you know, older, add a few decades. And you know, body breaks down over time. So we're going to have a discussion about how do you find creative ways, creative solutions to stay, you know, keep your body healthy and be weaving. So do you have special tools that you like to use? Do you have certain habits you've adopted? What kind of things are you working with, and how have you modified life, might have modified the weaving process so that you can continue to enjoy it? Because, you know, weaving is amazing. And if there's anything we can do to help encourage others as well, is that even if you struggle with chronic pain or other physical limitations, weaving is still a wonderful craft for a wonderful outlet for anyone who needs some kind of, you know, way to express themselves. Absolutely. So mark your calendars. Next Thursday at this same time slot, we're not gonna mess with the good thing. This same time slot, we're gonna have a panel of weavers on, and we're gonna talk about it. Now, that also means that our format's not gonna be the same as it usually is. We're gonna dive right in. We're not even gonna do much of a hi, hello, how are you? We just want to spend that time really kind of enjoying this conversation. And I hope it's a conversation. Come, ask questions, be part of it. And yes, there'll be a recording afterwards, just in case you cannot join us live. And we'll have a little celebration of, you know, working around all the stuff we've got going so that we can weave anyways, because weaving is awesome. Okay. Yes, let's finish strong here, friends. This has been fun. Okay, first of all, this week on a handwoven experience, have you seen it? We talked about the lovely lace sticks. I always laugh because for the longest time I just kind of run it together so it sounds like leash sticks, but it's not. There's not actually an H in there. It's not leash like a dog. It's lease like an apartment, like that kind of. Anyways, so as I was looking back through my kind of collection of educational videos, I realized we've never given any real love to the leaf sticks. So it was time we did that. So if you haven't seen Handwoven Experience for this week, be sure to check that out. It's a fun one. Yeah. Also, we mentioned the Facebook group. Don't forget to come over and join our group there. It is a wonderful place to show your projects, to ask questions, to just cheer each other on. It's just it is a group where you just get all the warm fuzzies. It's really, really delighted. Come over and join us, right? Also, if you've been loving all of the Acting Creative stuff, come over and join the membership. We have a membership called the Acting Creative Insiders. There are a variety of different tiers, starting at $50 a month and going down from there. So you can pick which perks that you think would be helpful to you and your weaving journey, and come join us. One of the biggest ones is our little small group Zoom chat, which we just had last week, which was awesome. It was so good. So come on over and join us in the membership. See if that is a good fit for you. Boy, I have a cat joining me all of a sudden. I'm not used to having pets kind of weave their way through my legs. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, if you are looking for some information, some free resources, I have a whole page of them. Come stop by the website and check out if there is a free resource that can help you. I have everything from a collection that has information about 6 different weaving patterns. I have things about I can't even think at the moment. There's all kinds of good stuff on there. Go over there. They're all free to download. I just ask for a first name and email, and then take them all. All these PDFs can be for you, my friend. And while you're at the website, be sure to sign up for the love notes that come out every Wednesday. I send you a little story from whatever's happening on my corner of the world, and I make sure to have links for all the good free stuff that is happening so you can take full advantage of that. Okay, did I make it to the list? I think I made it to the list. You guys were awesome today. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I know it was much less organized than usual, and there was no Loom in sight, but it was very, very, very fun. And I'm so glad you guys are here. I really look forward to it every single week. And I hope you can feel that through the screen, because you guys really make my day for sure. All right. Next week, it's going to be awesome. Come, mark your calendars, set your alarm, make sure you can join us then. But in the meantime, this week, your homework, do a little something creative just for you, not neighbors, friends, family, kitties, whoever, just for you. Spend a little time, just listen to that little inner voice, doing something really creative and wonderful. It's good for your soul. I believe that. So have a wonderful, fantastic week. And I will meet you right back here. I'll be home with the usual, the typical background for next Thursday, and we will have a wonderful discussion with our very special panel. All right, friends, have a wonderful week, and happy weaving.